Hey, the week that was inflation week, on Friday, we had a higher inflation report on the PCE than we typically have. And you would expect that interest rates would go up. But guess what? They didn't. They went down. Absolutely illogical. But when you look at the numbers for the PCE, a large reason why they came in a little hotter was because of the rounding. They rounded the numbers up, but they were really a lot closer to what was expected. What we saw at the end of the week on conventional 6.76 to 6.92 for jumbo. Then we break it down with the VA rates. Ended the week right about where we were when we started the week, so right around 6.2, 6.25. And the big question is, when are rates going to go down? What is going to be the catalyst for interest rates to go down? And inflation's stuck. All right, we're going to be where we're at on inflation, maybe even go higher for a while. Really, what we need next to see is the job market. We need it to contract. We need to see the number of jobs, new jobs go down. We need to see the unemployment rate going up. And once we see that, or I think we're at 4.1 on unemployment last month. Once we see it up to 4.3 or even a 4.4, then you'll see interest rates, I believe, go below 6% on VA. Let's talk about what's going on this week in the economic news. Speaking of jobs, it's jobs week. All right, so we have on Tuesday, we have JOLTS, the job opening labor turnover survey. We also have a manufacturing report on Tuesday. Wednesday, we have the ADP, the private sector job report. We'll see how the private sector jobs come in. Expectations are pretty low, so we'll see what comes in with that. Then on Thursday, we have initial and continuing jobless claims. And then Friday's a big day. That's the BLS, the Bureau of Labor Statistics jobs report coming out. It's where we'll see the household survey and see where the unemployment rate goes, see how many new jobs we had. I just never trust that report, but really the expectations are modest gains and maybe a little bit upward movement on the unemployment rate. And we'll also look and see what wages were like, if wages went up. But it's a big week. It's jobs week. And if we see unemployment pop up to the 4.3, maybe 4.4, we can expect to see, I think, interest rates go to 6%, maybe even lower. It's about all I got for you this week. Have a great week. And the housing market update will come out later on Friday after that jobs report. So make sure you watch that, because that will basically that'll kind of give us the way ahead for interest rates as we get into the April housing market. All right, you guys have a great week.